this. Should I jump in for
What's he
5
doing?
minutes? Should I jump in? All right.
We have a new guest.
No. Oh, no.
There goes the interview. Nate's a big fan of ABBA, by the way.
Very big fan.
Awesome.
Helicopters, ABBA. I hear
Anybody can get a
big
guitar,
verses.
anybody can learn a certain extent of the industry. And again, I say this with respect for people that do have to pay money for certain things to get somewhere, which is it's vicious in that way. But you know, there can be a band that has hit the ground and worked hard and played and earned their dues and have gone a long way and still not quite broken like they should. And then there's a band that comes in right next to them that's like, we have $30,000 right now. We will give you
And less
$10,000 to buy onto this 2-week tour
Right.
to play to this many people. When this other band that's been putting in the time, putting in the heart and the soul,
And is talented.
talented and real people, and giving it everything they can because that's all they know and that's all they want to know. And they still don't get the chance because there's not enough money. The money can surpass the artistic and creative ability and talent. You know, and I think that's a very important thing that a lot of people don't really think about, except the musicians that are in there.
Money
like us.
sells that stuff. People still go to shows, I think, you know. I work at a club in Chicago, and our business is great. You know, people go out, they want to have fun, you know, even when things are tough with the economy.
Right.
People, that drives people
It's
to
still a release.
want to
It's a
forget
release,
about
they
it.
want to forget about the
Yeah.
problem.
A lot of people are like, the industry is in dire straits, right? Are you saying that it's really not? I mean, the record sales, yes, but as far as the live shows, you haven't seen a dip really in that.
Yes and no, it's just they have to be more creative.
There is a lot of people
you know?
that won't go out because they can just see it on YouTube, or they don't want to spend the money to do it. But there's still always going to be a need and a driving force for live shows to happen.
Right.
And me as a music fan, I'm blessed that it does happen because I love music. I love playing it and I love seeing it too because I like to have a good time as well. But you know, it does come and it goes. There's certain places where you're hot or you're not, you know. And usually you challenge yourself to do what you have to do to
just kind of, you know, go with your gut and be a cool band and why you got into it, you know, like
I think
and kind of being from Rockford, like just kind of played music when I was a little kid around this town, and you know, like
And good stuff happened.
yeah, or just you know, you don't try to overthink things too much.
Exactly.
You know?
I
All
think
bands do when you're trying to like, you know, or if you're
there's
trying to
you
climb
work-
a certain
You have to
level.
work hard to get
Yeah.
it to the level that you want to go with. The less serious you take yourself,
Yeah.
the more fun you're going to
You
have.
don't gotta try for something so hard. Just kind of have fun and
I think when you're
just be
trying,
you know,
when we're trying too hard, the
Yourself,
fans
right.
see that stuff, and then they smell the bullshit. They're like, all
Can't-
right, well,
can't
this
be fake.
isn't for real. And the best thing that you can do is be truthful and absolutely real, 100% true. That's what people see, you know.
And be confident.
Exactly.
Know what you're doing.
or if
Know
you
what
do
you
the
want.
Music Con Midwest show 2013, you'll be the biggest band in the world.
Thanks for
That's
that
good
plug,
though. It's
man.
good. Or you guys though, you're being creative.
Music
You're
Con
doing. That's what I'm saying. The
2013.
world I think right now is creativity.
Right.
It's always been that. You know, like it's.
It has.
Whenever bands never like tried to plan to fucking be big. You know, like
They're just doing it.
yeah, the Yardbirds, fucking just like Zeppelin. They just did their shit. You know, like
Exactly.
right when or the blues resurgence throughout the years. You know, this kind of
They weren't
Yeah.
thinking about that. They were
Yeah.
just going for it.
yeah, just
And I mean, it's
And they were
it's
getting
kind
out
of,
there playing.
exactly. It's kind of weird that Nike
But
took
bands these
that
days-
the Just Do It thing because
Yeah.
that's almost the most attitude punk rock thing you could ever do. Is just do
Thanks
it.
for bringing up MusicCon. One of the points of MusicCon is to really get the local area bands and venues and everybody kind of thinking about the industry and where they want to be. I mean, there's bands that are happy they're a cover band, they're playing in a bar on weekends, they've got their job and their family, and that's awesome. There's a place for that. But then there's bands out there that really would like to take it to the next level, but they have, to be frank, no clue how. or they might think that they do, and you know, maybe doing it wrong. But how? I'm getting to, like, you had the Seattle scene blow up in the '90s. You had the LA scene blow up in the '80s, and there's a lot of talent all over the world in all these cities. How does one create a scene, and how important is that local scene to the nationals coming through?
Yeah. It's important. I mean, I think, like, the Seattle scene, though, like, Kurt Cobain actually probably had no idea that was going to happen. I'm not saying he didn't have any idea. He's probably very driven. But it's like, just...
I don't think he was out to create anything. I think it just happened.
He just did it, yeah. And it's like, all of a sudden, boom.
It's an organic thing that just takes off naturally. And I don't think you can physically force it, a scene to happen. I don't think you can create one. It creates itself. Through music and through attitude and through how the times are and what's going on.
You know, I mean, what kind of advice could you give to a band who wants to be serious about it? You know, how, to get them focused.
Well, the advice that I would give an up-and-coming band is to stick to your guns. Kind of, well, you have to work really hard. And that's a given. You always have to work really hard. So just be yourself and don't take yourself so seriously.
I heard someone told me a long time ago, it's like, just every day, like, do like a couple things every day for your band, you know, or it's like
put energy into
even
it.
though just work hard.
The more love you
know,
put into something, the bigger and better it's
have
gonna
fun. And again, too, it's like, you know,
the more you're gonna
it's
get
like
out of it.
going to work today, you know, to like kind of not work, but like fun
It is
work
work.
with the bands. So like, hey, you know, I'm doing this or that, or you know,
It's
booking a
work,
show
but
or,
it's a job you can enjoy.
If you love
Yeah.
doing it,
Yeah,
it should
great
be
job.
it should be your
join the
Sure.
staff and they pop up, they pop down. It's like you can't like plan, you know.
Yeah. No, not that it was
Good.
planned. I just always wondered if a scene popped because of the fans supporting the music, like, you know, behind that more, or if it was just the music speaking out.
Yeah.
You know,
It's gotta
I
be
mean,
a
it's a little
gotta
bit
be
of both.
It's a give and take.
People to
Yeah, it's a
latch on to
combination.
music.
Like Seattle, then it was just like they just had so many cool bands. I mean, like Screaming Trees, Alice in Chains, like Mudhoney, Nirvana. It's like there's 10
And then they had
big
Heart before
ass
that.
There's a lot of
bands.
good drugs
Yeah.
back then.
But it was just like incredible. What other city has had that many good 10 bands like that?
right.
You know,
Of that caliber.
Detroit was pretty cool for a little bit. But
Well, I always like to say that if it wasn't for the fans, there would be no reason for us to do this. And I know all of us are very personal with our fans and very appreciative towards everybody that likes our music because we're doing it for ourselves to fill a void in our lives and it fills a void in everybody else's lives. And once again, that's where the importance of what this is all about comes from. And we have a very short life to live, not here that long.
Right.
So while we're here, we got to make it very important.
Make it matter.
And I think the music
Yeah.
is one of the most powerful things in the world. And if it can create any kind of peace or any kind of happiness with anybody, then it's humbling. We are at the World Wide Web, thelasvegas.com. We are on Facebook. We are on Twitter. We're on Tumblr. We're on Instagram. We're on, what else do we have?
MySpace.
We're on MySpace, the ghost town of the social networks.
Still on MySpace.
What else? There's every
That's working hard.
thing that's out there. Our manager is really good about having us on a million websites that I
and
don't
we
even
will
know
be at
exist.
MusicCon 2013, fully
Heck yeah.
supporting the
We appreciate
because
that.
said
The
thinking
Las
outside
Vegas.
the box, man, being original, supporting like when you told me about that, I saw that as like a tangible rock and roll experience.
All right, well, we definitely appreciate it. Everybody out there in America, go see this band. You will not be disappointed. Amazing energy, and me as not just a fan of music, but a fan of your band and your music. I appreciate every time you come to town and put on a great show for us. So,
Thank you.
Great,
thanks
man.
a lot.
Cheers.
All right.
Rock on Rockford. We'll see you next time.
See you at MusicCon.